gonna skip this audition.
What? Why?
Because I'm not gonna get it. I mean, if you don't show up to the audition, yeah. I can either spend the time getting ready, leaving the house, going to the audition, doing the audition and all that, and then coming home, or I can just put on pajamas and get into bed right now, and either way, I will wake up tomorrow without an email in my inbox. So you want to be in control so badly that you'd rather guarantee the option that you don't want rather than chance the option that you do.
Well, when you put it like that.
Look, whether it be an audition or a job application, a first date, or anything else like that, there's always a chance that you'll come home and be no better off than you were before.
Then why do I even bother with it?
Because taking the leap gives you a chance to succeed. Staying home only guarantees that you won't.
Okay, but what about all the lost time?
Time lost working towards something that's important to you isn't lost.
That is so corny.
Fine. Consider it practice.
Practice?
Yeah, auditions, interviews, first dates, they're all nerve-wracking and stressful. Just consider the ones you don't get practice so that you can be a little calmer and a little better whenever the next one comes around. So I know this conversation is gonna suck.
This one?
No, one that I have to have soon.
Gotcha.
What's the problem? Well, I've been having issues with a friend. Yeah, those conversations tend to be difficult.
That's not even the hard part.
It gets worse. So I've tried to have conversations with them before where you have to tell them that they're not meeting your needs.
And it feels like I just can't communicate with them because they just won't listen to me.
And you're prepared to lose the friendship?
Huh?
If a friend isn't meeting your needs and doesn't want to meet my needs, then you need to be prepared to lose that friendship.
What?
It would be great if every difficult conversation ended in successful and happy compromise. But I have to know where my line is for things I want versus things I need. And they have to do the same with things that they're willing to do and things that they're not. So if they don't want to or can't meet the needs I'm asking them to meet, you have to be ready to walk away, or else you're being unfair to yourself by staying in a friendship that doesn't make you feel the way you want it to. I have conflicting feelings. The girl who makes videos talking out her own issues with herself has conflicting feelings about something? Color me surprised. That was so rude, even for me. What are you conflicted about? So someone I know did something that really hurt me. Sounds more like you're in conflict. Well, not entirely. Did this person do something bad? Yeah, like it wasn't just a mistake. It was just kind of a dick move. Okay. But they've never done anything else bad to me. Are you asking if you should keep this person in your life? No, it's not that. I guess I'm just trying to figure out why I'm not that upset. So you're not feeling anger toward this person? No, not really. And that confuses you? It confuses me so much. You know, just because somebody does something bad doesn't mean they're a bad person, but they did a bad thing. Right. Most people have, at least once, likely many times. I guess, but I just don't know how to feel about them now. You don't have to know. I can't just not know how to feel about things. Two conflicting statements, like a person doing a bad thing and not being a bad person, can be true at the same time without it being your responsibility to determine which one feels more true. Because they both are true. Yeah. Please don't pop a blood vessel.
No, I almost had it.
Had what?
The joke that was supposed to go in this part of the script.
Getting meta here, are we?
No, that's a different platform.
Anyway, what were you actually trying to figure out?
I just want to do something creative, but I got nothing.
So you're trying to will yourself into creativity? Am I not supposed to do that? I mean, you can, but it's probably just gonna end up in you feeling frustrated and insecure and unsatisfied with anything you come up with, because that's kind of the whole point of creativity. Forcing it isn't usually helpful. But what do I do if I need to come up with something soon? Think about literally anything else, huh? Let your mind wander, consume art you like, talk to a friend, get your mind off of the focus. And that'll work? I can't guarantee it, but it sure will better your chances of being in the mood to create if you're not sitting there angry at yourself. Oh, well now I can just sit here angry at you instead for saying that. Guess who's anxious for no reason again? Don't make me tap the sign.
I mean it this time. There's really no reason.
Fine. You're not gonna say something snarky back? Nope. I got nothing. Okay, let's figure this out. No, it's okay. I don't want to bother you. There it is. There what is? What are you feeling insecure about? That's the problem. I have no idea. What are you doing with your hair? It's just been parting weirdly lately and the texture feels off. You think maybe that's what you're feeling insecure about? I mean, I don't feel great about it, but I don't see how that correlates to me feeling insecure in your relationships. Yeah, no one's gonna like me less because my hair looks almost imperceptibly different. But you notice it. Of course I notice it. My hair is me. So when your hair isn't right, I don't feel quite like myself. So maybe you behave a little differently, and I have trouble trusting that the people around me really like me. Because you don't feel like me, all because of my hair. Little things can really throw you off, especially if you ignore and minimize them.
I know you're gonna tell me that I can't say that I feel bad for no reason.
But
the reasons are ridiculous.
Are you trying to decide if me saying that the reasons are bad is better than no reason, or both bad just differently? Yeah, I'm working on that one.
Why? Why can't I just acknowledge that my feelings are silly and move on?
Because your feelings aren't silly.
Then why do they feel so trivial?
Who told you that they're trivial?
I mean, no one, but...
So why are you telling yourself that?
Because in the grand scheme of things...
I didn't ask you about the grand scheme of things. My life has literally been so much worse than it is right now. Okay, you're not gonna say anything about that? No. Because it has. But then it seems wrong for me to feel like this when my life is generally fine. But you do feel like this. Yeah, because insecurity and anxiety and neurodivergence can just suck sometimes. Yeah, they can. And even if I've been through things that are harder, this is still difficult. Damn right it is. So I shouldn't dismiss my reasons for feeling bad, because they're valid reasons. And dismissing them will only cause me to put myself down and make me feel worse. And you don't deserve to feel worse. Did you just validate me into accepting my feelings? So I'm having big feelings that I'm not supposed to invalidate myself about. That's a start. But what do I do about them? You, feel them? Do not say that to me. What about writing it out? You like writing. Writing what? A song, a video, some jokes? Whatever you can get yourself to write. But what if it's bad? I thought we already agreed your feelings aren't bad. No, what if what I write is bad? What about it? Well, I can't post it anywhere. Do you think that every single thing that you write has to be for consumption? You know you can do things just for you, right? Okay, we found it. I just don't see how it's a good use of my time to do all this writing if I'm not gonna do anything with it. You know what you're gonna do with your writing? What? Use it to understand yourself. Like, just write until I can make sense of some of your feelings? Yeah. Learning about yourself is not a waste of time. But there's always something else that I could be doing. Yeah, and that something will be there when you're feeling a little better. Spending 30 minutes or an hour or a day or even a few days to sort out all this is necessary maintenance. You deserve to take care of yourself and do things that are just for you. How long should I wait to talk to someone if they want space? I mean, I presume they communicated that to you. No. And you didn't ask what the boundary of space means to them or set up a time to talk again in the future? Well, no. Any particular reason? So they haven't actually said that they want space. Uh-huh. But I just kind of got that vibe that maybe they wanted some time away from me, so I figured maybe I'll take a step back from someone who hasn't told you that they want you to do that. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell someone that you want some time away, so I figured I would just do that for them without them having to ask. That's very kind of you to think of other people like that. Thank you. But now what if they think you want space from them because you're acting different? Genuinely, it's very sweet that you take other people into account the way that you do. But if you don't give someone the chance to communicate their needs to you, because I'm just assuming what everybody else wants, you're setting yourself up for disappointment, eliminating the potential for growth in my ability to trust other people, and not giving that relationship a chance to flourish through communication rather than assumption. Hey, are you busy? Why? Because exactly a year ago today, we posted the first one of these videos. Oh, how has it only been 1 year? But also, how has it been an entire year? I remember when we first posted that video, we were so sure that no one was going to be interested because my problem seemed so trivial, boring, totally unrelatable, that I guess I was wrong. Hey, that's something you've gotten better at admitting in the past year. Well, it's been an honor to learn and grow alongside, well, all of you this year. One of the biggest lessons this year has been just how life-changing it can be to feel understood. So thank you all for giving me that gift. And I hope these videos have been able to do that for all of you as well. This sounds like we're ending the series. Oh, no, we're not. I think it's just the air of sentimentality that kind of makes it feel that way. Do you enjoy making my desk shake? Sorry, I'm just really anxious today, and I can't stop fidgeting and jumping around. Yeah, if I stop, then I just start playing with my hair, or bouncing your leg, or something like that. What have you been up to the last few days? Nothing that would make me anxious. Like, I don't know, like watching TV and video editing, all just stuff at your desk. So, are you moving throughout the day? Yeah, I'll like go to the kitchen or go upstairs or something. You know that's not what I meant. You know I don't like exercising. Yeah, but you gotta get all that anxious energy out of you somehow. I can't just wait for it to go away. How do you feel right now? Shitty. So, would you rather wait it out or try exercising? You look like your body is about to explode from nervous energy. Feels like it too. I'm not saying you have to beat your PR or sprint until you can't keep going. Just get moving a little bit. Just get moving a little bit and drink some water, would ya? So I'm not good at being alone. What makes you say that? The fact that you created a character that's also you so that you could talk to yourself? Okay, ouch. If I didn't say it, someone else would. Yeah, whatever. How do I get good at being alone? Well, weirdly enough, I think you already have the right mindset. Huh? You said you want to get good at it. Yes. So, whether consciously or not, you're already aware that it's a skill that takes— Don't say practice. Well, you told me not to say practice. Fine. How do I practice? Well, you gotta start small and work my way up. Exactly. So try starting off doing a grocery run. But I do those alone all the time. And keep your phone in your bag. How are you supposed to practice being alone if you're spending all of your alone time on social media or waiting for a text? But that sounds agonizing. That's where the practice comes in. What am I supposed to do? Keep myself entertained by noticing different things on the shelf? I mean, yes. A good way to get comfortable being by yourself is by really rooting yourself in your surroundings. Have you heard of a little thing called words? I'm hungry. Hi, hungry. This is what I was trying to avoid. Okay, so you're hungry. Yes. Do you have food in the kitchen? Yes. And yet you're standing in my doorway. None of it really sounds appetizing. Okay, so do you think you can get yourself to eat something plain even if you're not really in the mood for it? Yeah, probably. That's not really the problem. We only have a minute for these videos. I just can't get myself to go get it. That's the issue? Yeah. The only issue? Pretty much. Count down from 5. What good is that gonna do? Honestly, I don't know why it works, but it kind of just does. Count down from 5, say go, and then go do it. 5, 4. Not a half-ass slow count. Count like you mean it and then move like you mean it. And that'll help me convince myself to do something I feel stuck on. I can't promise it'll work every time, but it works for me, so it's worth a try. So just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Just like that. Wait, that worked. Keep going. Why do I feel like I'm about to cry and also maybe explode? Call me when you want to provide helpful context. Everything in my life and my mental health and my relationships is so much better than it was last year. That you're still unhappy? Not all the time, and not even most of the time. It just sometimes I get hit with a wave of it and then you feel guilty about it because it doesn't make any sense. And you feel like you're doing all the good in your life a disservice by still being sad for some reason. Sometimes you're just gonna feel sad. Oh, for fuck's sake. But the good news is you have people in your life who love you a lot. But it's unfair to them that I don't feel happy about. Stop that. Part of them loving you is them loving you even when you're depressed. It's not that I don't love them, I do. I know, and they know. You are the only one who thinks that you being sad is harming them. But I know that sometimes it's hard to be around me. Nobody is easy to be around 100% of the time. What am I supposed to be taking away from this conversation? I'm more confused than when it started. Sometimes you're gonna feel bad, even when I feel like I have nothing to feel bad about. Making yourself feel guilty about it is only gonna make you feel worse. And the people who love me will still love me, even if you're not at your best every time you see them, because that's part of loving and caring about people. Everyone is saying that when I meet new people, I just need to be myself. Yeah. How the am I supposed to do that? Be yourself? I can't be acutely aware of exactly who I am as a person at all times and be sure that I am accurately reflecting that back to people. So I think the thing here might be that you don't totally know what be yourself means. What else is it supposed to mean? When you meet new people, do you usually pretend to like things that you don't actually like so that you can relate to them? I'm just trying to understand their interests and get to know them better. No, I don't mean learning about their interests. I mean saying that you love cats. What if they're a cat person and then they decide that they don't want to be close to me because I don't like cats? What are you gonna do if you become lifelong close friends and now you're stuck being enthusiastic about something that you don't really like? What are you getting at? Cats isn't a good example for this explanation, but the point still stands. The point that I still don't get. Being yourself means being honest about who you are to the best of your ability, not about being hyper-vigilant of my own personality and representation of it. That way, when you meet and form bonds with new people, I'm forming those bonds on real common ground, and you're not building close relationships with people that you might not be compatible with. Because if I have to lie about myself to actually be close to somebody, then what makes them a person that you want to be close to anyway?